In this video, I'll show you how to solve this rational applications problem. So let's underline our important information. Two printing machines can complete a job in 12 hours. One machine works twice as fast as the other. How long would it take the slower machine to complete the job working by itself? So our first piece of important information is two printing machines can complete a job in 12 hours. So they're working together. And then one machine works twice as fast as the other. And then our question, how long would it take the slower machine to complete the job working by itself? So what we can do is we can first write out a formula that can be helpful. So this is the formula that I use. It would be, you write it out like this. So it would be 1 over number of hours first, say just anything. So in this case it would be first printer. First printer takes plus 1 over number of hours second printer takes, and then that would be equal to 1 over number of hours working together. Now, once we've done this and we've set up our formula, you can use this formula for this problem. Sometimes there's three separate, there can be 3 separate printers, painters, anything. But in this case, there's only 2. We're only given 2 printers, and then we're given how long they can complete a job working together. So let's go ahead and just plug in the information we have. So we have 1 over, so how long does the first printer take? Well, we're not given an exact numeric value, and same with the second printer. We don't know how long it takes, but we do know that the first machine, the first printer, works twice as fast as the other. So what does that tell us? That tells us that, just like it said, one works twice as fast. So what we can do is we can say x is equal to speed of the faster printer, and then 2x would be speed of the slower printer. And the reason that x is the speed of the faster printer and 2x is the speed of the slower printer is because in time, you have to remember that it's whichever the least amount of time is better. Well, yeah, so it's like the less amount of time you take, the faster you are. So that's why it has to be flipped. So x equals speed of the faster printer, 2x equals speed of the slower printer. Now, what we have to do from here is we can go ahead and plug it in. So 1 over number of hours first printer takes, which would be x. So x will be the speed of our, so 1 will be our slower printer, faster printer, and then 1 over 2x is equal to 1 over, and we're given they can complete the job in 12 hours while working together. Now what do we do from here? Our next step would be to find an LCM. So you're going to find an LCM of the denominators. So find an LCM of all the denominators. So between x, 2x, and 12, what's the least common multiple? Now, it has to be 12. So it's going to be 12 because our least common multiple is going to be 12 because our only actual numeric value would be 12, and X can go into it, 1x can go into it, 2x can go into it, and 12 can go into it. So that would be our LCM. So what we're going to do with this LCM, we're going to write it up top, just above our 1 here. And what that lets us do is it lets us cancel. But in this case, 12 and x, we can't cancel. So what we can do is we just get rid of the x, and then we multiply by 12 in the numerator. So 12 times. So that x is now gone. And next, what we can do is we'll take this 2 and this 12, and we mark this out, and then we put a 6 here. And then that x will get canceled out because we can't simplify it, and then this will just get put into the numerator. And then finally, this 12 can cancel, this 12 can cancel, nothing gets added, except these all got canceled in x, so we need an x on this, so we just go ahead and just add an x. Because these two all had x's in the denominator, this one did not have an x in the denominator, so we go ahead and add that onto the numerator. So now what's our new equation like? What's 12 times 1? 12. What's 6 times 1? Plus 6 equal to, and 1x is just x. So x is equal to 18. 18 hours. But hold on, it's asking us how long it would take the slower machine to complete the job by itself. If we have 2x as a faster printer, if we have x as the faster printer, so it takes the faster printer 18 hours, but we're asking for the slower printer, so that means we have to do slower printer is equal to 2 times 18, which would be 36 hours. Now we can go ahead and check our work, so we can just plug it back into our equation here. So we can just go 1 over, it took us, so the first printer took 1 over, our first printer, which was our faster printer, took us 18 hours, plus 1 over 36. And just for checking purposes, we can put it over x because we don't know it. So we find our LCM, that would be 36. So you can just 36, 36, 36, cancel, cancel, and what's left is 36 divided by 18 equals 2. So multiply that 2 into the numerator. 36, 36 get canceled times 1. And then this x gets canceled because you can't divide, so this would just bring over into times 36. So now we can go ahead and just set up our equation. So now 1 times 2 is 2, plus 1 times 1 is 1. Sorry, here I forgot to add on the x's. So this denominator in these two don't have an x. They don't have x's. So we have to go ahead and add an x onto these. But this one does have an x, so we don't have to add an x onto that. So this will be equal to 1 times 2x will be 2x plus x equals 36. 3x equals 36. X equals 12. And just like that, we get our original answer. So that means we know that 36 hours is our final answer. Thank you for watching this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and watch out for future videos. Thank you.